Our next Talanoa is with our reporter Eleisha Foon, who is currently in Guam and has been speaking with several people on the issues they face on the island territory. I began by asking Eleisha how are Guamanians feeling about the increased US military presence.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I've spoken to a number of Guamanians, young people, some of the elders, and here for older Guamanians, they have a lot of respect for the military. They believe the US are liberators, and they see the US presence here and the military ramp up as necessary. For the governor of Guam and some of the other senators, they see it as necessary as protection against threats from China, and they believe that it's important that peace be maintained in the Pacific region by Guam storing these nuclear weapons on the island. For young people, they have a very different point of view. They see the US as potentially colonizers, and they are going through their own discussions about liberation and what it means to be a US citizen, but also a Pacific Islander. So it's really complex here. And then you have another group of Guamanians who have told me, look, we're numb, we're complacent to the constant threats of nuclear warfare and missiles, and so we have chosen to be here. We live on this island. We understand it's used by the United States, but we don't know if they'll hear us. And what if we protest and take action? Are they going to change anything? For one protester that I spoke to, she says militarization of Guam and the US presence here should not be normalized. She believes that it's important that Pacific Island people, Chamorro people, have a say. And it's interesting because there's been protests here, and the pushback has caused the Missile Defense Agency to delay some of its plans. And we're starting to see what it looks like for people to raise their voice, for media to cover this as well. And there are some changes. So that's in the works, and that'll be to come.
In your interview with the governor of Guam, she spoke about Guam seeking associate membership or full membership with PIF. Why is it important for her, for Guam, to have full membership with the forum as well as the other US territories?
Speaking to the governor of Guam, she believes that Guam has is essentially the most developed Pacific island in the northern region. She believes that Guam has a lot to offer in terms of connectivity, in terms of resources, and also said that the military and the military troops that are training here are vital to be a part of the Pacific future. Uh, she believes that in the future, with world events like what's happening in New Caledonia and in terms of peacekeeping, she would like to see United States troops be the first port of call. She also believes that in terms of culture and having a voice at the decision-making table, being a part of the Pacific Islands Forum will give Guam more of a voice and potentially allow it to become self-governing and to potentially move away from the possession of the United States. So it will be extremely interesting. The main kind of message was that we're not here to subtract, we're here to add. And so whether or not that decision happens and Guam becomes an associate member, they are definitely gunning for full membership, and the United States is very much on board.